Wheel of Crappy Episodes. Let's preview what crappy episode I will review. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This infringement of copyright is called fair use, and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news, reporting, teaching, and parody. This means you. What is a show that starts with animals fucking? If you're really curious, the name of the show is Brickleberry, and you know what? I'm going to review the show as a whole instead of just the first episode, because this is a show I actually watched more of despite absolutely hating it. That being said, I only need the first episode to tell you how painfully awful it is. So let's start with the writing. The writing tries to be Family Guy, always trying to balance two stories. Usually story A is all about the Rangers, whether it be about the main character Steve getting gonosyphilides, or having one of the Rangers spread rumors that Obama sexually harassed her, or one of the Rangers being a porn star, whatever. Story B can range anywhere from the bear wanting his junk food back, then getting raped by a redneck, or a Ranger joining the freak show. Stories that wouldn't be out of place out of South Park. Something that really bugs me about Comedy Central is that they refuse to make a show that isn't South Park. Remember my review on Drawn Together? Yeah, it's like that. Family Guy meets South Park. Fitting, since the creators themselves say both the shows paved the way for this atrocity. However, they forget the key elements to both the shows. They both keep humanity into the mix. See, Carmen may be an insensitive and may pretend to be transgender for his own bathroom, but the rest of the world can keep him in check, telling him he's full of bullshit. Peter may go out of his way to do everything terrible in claiming he's retarded. However, everyone else will try to slap some sense into him. In Brickleberry, there is no characters who will act even remotely human. It basically falls under the Johnny Test syndrome. And for those of you who don't remember, Johnny Test syndrome is when the main character is an idiot, all the other characters have to be idiots as well. Or if the main character is an egomaniac, they all have to be egomaniacs. If the main character is a douche, they all have to be douches. The only possible exception is Ethel. But that's still a problem. There is a huge difference between having one idiot in a group of actual intelligent beings and having one smart person in a group of utter fucking dumbasses. But what do you expect when Daniel Tosh liked it enough to help it get 3 seasons? You know, Daniel Tosh, the person whose stand-up is so dry it makes Dane Cook look like Gabriel Iglesias. Then continued on to have his own show that mocked off Equals 3. It's no fucking doubt he liked the show, which only ended this year, with 3 seasons under its belt. The characters, as stated before, range from dumb to dumber. We have Steve Williams, which is basically your fat idiot, only this time voiced by David Herman. We have Woody, played by Tom Kenny, your old man who has been in the wars and now suffering from being crazy. Ethel, played by Caitlin Olsen, the only sensible and human one. Denzel, played by Jerry Minor, is the worst character out of the group, as he is a gerontophile, or gerontophile, which basically means he'll fuck grandma. We have Connie, who is the large, awkward woman voiced by Roger Black. And finally, Tosh's character, Malloy the Bear, who is basically Daniel Tosh inside his comedy acts. Racist, sexist, and has a superiority complex. Basically, the Daniel Tosh version of any Adam Sandler character in the history of ever. The show just fails on all levels. I may do a breakdown of an episode in the future, but please take what I say into consideration when I do. Shock humor is not always funny, when there is no humanity to be seen within context. You can have shock humor for the sake of it being shocking, but it's like trying to make humor out of being random. And if you know the golden rule of comedy, random does not equal funny. And now that the review slash rant is over, how about you guys go and check out the page for the, basically these reviews. There's now a Facebook page up for anyone who wants to, maybe follow and maybe keep a tab on what I might be reviewing in the future, if you guys actually, in fact, care. There's a link in the description below, and it'll always be there for every future review from here on out. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time with a much better review. Take care.